how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
All right, man. Man, it's a little something that I tossed together there, especially for tonight, especially for Frailty. I'm kind of jacked up for it. Welcome everybody to For the Horror, episode 13. As you've seen, it is Frailty. Who all do we have here? We have Juno. We have Mayanne. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
I'm gonna share the movie link in a second.
We got Russell. What's going on, Russell? Oh, we got Diva. What's happening, Diva? They found Julian Sands, huh? Oh man. Yeah, I knew he was probably dead. Bummer. Yeah, rest in peace, Julian Sands. He did a great
Oh, they
job of the
finally found him, dude. I forgot about that.
yeah. Juno saying that they found him. Did do they know what how he died? What killed him? Do you know?
You know what's so like
Hey,
messed
Pat.
up about that? Like all of his movies right now, or all the prices just dropped on like all his movies on Amazon right now. I just saw it. Like
Yeah,
those
yeah. They got a
Warlock
Warlock collection.
movies he did. Like apparently they're like under $20 right now.
Yeah, the Vestron Warlock collection. I seen it today. It's like $18.
Yeah, I think like Arachnophobia is like $6 or something. Like all his movies are dirt cheap right now. It's so fucked up.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? How is everybody's evening? Glad to see everybody. Hey, Chad. What's going on, man? I say hello to Chad. Man, hey, Austin. What's going on, man? So it's on DVD back in the day. I think this is an excellent film, man. I think I don't know exactly how
Cool.
much Paxton directed, but I think he did just an awesome job on this one.
Why am I having so much trouble here?
Let's see. Oh man.
This is fucked up, man.
Yeah, I thought about. I don't have that Warlock set, but I definitely thought about getting it.
I've never been crazy about those movies. I only seen the first one before, and that was back in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen the first two. I'm not sure how many there is, but my fiance's a big fan, so I'm thinking about grabbing it. You know what I mean. I have collections that she likes a lot.
Yeah, I'm having
Oh,
trouble getting a link for this movie right now. It won't let me copy it.
she's gonna be sad that they found him. Found him that he was dead.
It is fucked up, man.
Really?
I can't, it won't let me copy the link. My tablet's like fucking up right now. Oh, here it is. It's finally popping up.
All right.
Oh, I think I got it.
Oh,
All right,
you
anyway.
you remember that, Russell? How I got my name? Yeah, my brother was a fan of the Partridge Family, and he named me Keith after Keith Partridge of the Partridge Family, the character that David Cassidy played. So, hey, Jay, what's going on? But yeah, I'm named after Keith Partridge of the Partridge Family. Isn't that wonderful? Hey, man. The last thing I am is a partridge. You know what I mean? So the whole thing seems kind of ironic.
That is a bit odd.
Can you picture me on the Partridge Family? Yeah.
No, probably not, dude. Probably the last thing I could picture.
Right. It was him. They never said what he died of. All right. He Hitchhiker's found his remains. Yeah. I wonder what the hell he was doing up there, man. That seems kind of weird to me. If I was one of those conspiracy theorists, I would definitely be coming up with some shit. Because what he just decided to just walk out somewhere and die. I mean, that seems weird to me.
Yeah,
Exhausted from
dude, I
moving.
don't even, like, I remember reading about it like a few months ago, and then I forgot about the
Yeah.
whole thing. Because
Right.
life goes on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I figured they'd find him eventually, but I pretty much figured he was dead, man. People just don't walk out somewhere and not come back, and for no reason, unless they can't come back, you know.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, it already wasn't looking good from like the first few searches they did, and they're like, it's there's just no sign of the guy. That's
man. People don't
you
just
know,
disappear for no reason unless you know what I mean.
especially somebody that famous. Or I
Right.
mean, well, he's not like famous like I don't know, like Jack Nicholson or something, but he's definitely well known.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He was in other things too. I remember he played the pimp in Leaving Las Vegas. I don't know if you ever seen Leaving Las Vegas. That's a
Yeah,
good
that's
show.
been a long time since I've seen that though.
That's a really good show too. Yeah. But yeah, he's the disturbed pimp.
Fuck you, man.
Oh, yeah. What about Hatchet 2? Yeah, I seen something about it. But what's going on with Hatchet 2? I want to do. I never see anybody. No, I definitely intend on doing the original Hatchet because it's just to me it's complete entertainment. The second one is too. Um, but those first two for sure, I intend on visiting.
Yeah, I see we got Austin Willcutt in the chat.
Oh
Nate
yeah,
over at Papmaster. I see Jen from Devious Divas here. Juno 2000. Lady J Goal. Wow, we got 13 people in here already.
yeah. 14.
14, you're right. See, Russell's here.
Good show, man. Good show. This is a good film, man. I mean, I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I'm glad to see that the other people like it as well as I do. I remember the first time I
Yeah,
ever seen this, man. I spent the first 3 quarters of this movie just wondering, is this Booker crazy? Is he lost his shit? I was thinking the same thing as Fenton was, because he keeps telling you you're crazy, you lost your shit. And I love how the film takes you to the first like 2 acts and doesn't let you know either way. I
right,
love to wonder. I love to wonder in a film. I don't like to know what all's going on. I want to wonder. I don't like being able to figure it out right away.
right. Yeah, the movie does a really good job at disguising itself. But I
Yes.
know the first time I remember my mom actually rented this on VHS, and that's how I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like crazy though, because like I mentioned these movies that we used to rent, like when I was like living with her, like back like before I was even in high school. And she's like, I don't remember watching this. She don't remember any of this shit. Like it just blows my mind though. Like you don't remember renting these movies?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Pap. Yeah. Everybody, please hit that like for us if you could. I definitely need the algorithm. My algorithm is suffering horribly these days. I don't think YouTube likes me very much. I don't think they like my language. I don't think they like me smoking. I just don't think they like me very much. So
Uh,
they have fucked my algorithm right in the ass. So let's see if we can get that fucker back up there and say, "Fuck you, YouTube! Get his goddamn algorithm going again, so we can get those 700,000 views going again." Damn it! My views are suffering, and it's really got me in about a half-assed depression. But all you guys are here, and you guys are what is important, and you guys are what keeps me going and keeps the faith. And I wanted to say something, man. Um, over the fall and winter, my views hit tops, man, and they were fucking awesome. They were getting really good, and everybody wanted to collab with me. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking from the heart here, and I'm speaking the truth. And everybody knows how I am, so and everybody wanted to collab with me. But when my views crashed and hit bottom, and I hit my lows, and things were going so low for me, a couple people here and there abandoned me. They all of a sudden didn't want to do shit with me anymore. But I want to say Sean stepped up and wanted to be co-host, even though my algorithm had hit fucking rock bottom. Sean stepped up and wanted to do it, and I just want to say thank
yeah, dude, no problem, man. I mean, like when I discovered your channel, it's like late last year. You were just doing everything that was like just really like what I'm into, like right up my alley. And I'm just like, like this dude's doing watch parties for stuff that I want to watch. And you and I could see we have similar taste and everything. And I definitely appreciate you actually inviting me on to do this. I mean, I know eventually we would get on to do like a watch party together, but I had no idea that when I first discovered your channel that we'd be doing this later on in the summer, you know?
you. Yeah,
But
man. And
I'm glad it's
you,
working out, man.
well, hell yeah, you breathed a breath of fresh air into the Tuesday show, man. And I really appreciate it. It's fucking awesome.
I mean, unfortunately, things didn't work out with the previous person, and
Right.
unfortunately, that person made some things obvious, and I saw that. I'm sure a lot of other people saw that, and I was just like really amazed by that. But things happen, and just got to move on.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I just felt like everybody's coming out of the woodwork wanting to do shit with me when my views were up and my algorithm was kicking ass. And as soon as it crashed, man, people just went running for cover.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I know, like at the end of the day, you got to focus on yourself and
Right.
what's good for you. And I totally understand why you had to take that small break there. But unfortunately, it hit you in the worst spot in the worst way possible, and it affected your channel and your numbers. But you,
Yeah.
you got to focus on yourself, and everyone's always got to be able to have that mindset of YouTube is not a priority. It's just not.
Right.
YouTube is something to do on your free time as a secondary thing. I will always say that. And I probably shouldn't even have to, say that. I mean, people obviously come on here and do what they can do with their free time.
Right. Yeah. This person talking about horror movies about Astrid. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Diva. And all you guys, this group here, man, is always there for me. They are always there, you know what I mean? And they have the faith in me, and it's fucking just awesome, man. I have this little group that joins me no matter what, man. And you can't put a price on that. You know what I mean? You really can't. And I appreciate it so much.
I mean,
It,
that's
it
like another thing, like I was enjoying with everything that you're doing. Like, even if like, I'm just in the chat and I'm missing a watch party, I feel like I was like doing something wrong. It just was getting so used to like being there during those parties in the chat. I'm like, even though I got things to do right now, I still feel like I'm not doing my part, even though I know I am.
you guys got the link. If I'm not sure how long this movie is,
I think
but
it's an hour 40. If I
okay.
remember looking at that, I think it's an hour and 40 minutes.
So if there's anybody left behind, if there's anybody still watching, you know I am. I'll wait for you to get done as well. Is there anybody in here that hasn't seen this?
Yeah, it's
That way,
100 minutes.
I know what to spoil and what not to spoil. Because I hate to spoil shit. Give me 1 minute. I got my half-ass headache. Let me go get some for headache real quick.
Ah, Mayan's here. I missed you. I didn't see your name there. Hello, Mayan. Yeah, I see Jen and Mayan haven't seen it before. Nate has seen it but doesn't remember it. And like I bought this Blu-ray like this time last year, and I only vaguely remember it too. So I've only seen this movie I think 2 times in my life.
Uh, yeah, I've seen it probably 5, 6, 7 times, but it's been 2 or 3 years. So here's just the best thing in the world for headaches, man. It's the
I mean, I want to look up and see what this movie is labeled as exactly real quick.
it's called Goodies Extra Strength Headache Powder, and you get it in a box, and you get these little things of powder that taste like shit, but damn it, takes care of headache.
What is that? Like an immune system booster or something like that?
No, it's just it's caffeine, aspirin, and Tylenol, basically in it crushed up into a powder form. And for some reason, it just works really well with headaches.
I really like the idea of caffeine and like some kind of like remedy for a headache, because sometimes caffeine can give you a headache.
Yeah. The Burning is fantastic. I did a watch on the Burning about 2 or 3 months ago, maybe.
So this
That,
is
that
labeled as a psychological thriller. I mean, I look at it pretty much like that, but it's a psychological thriller with horror elements or horror elements.
right. Absolutely. There. Hopefully, that'll take care of that little bit of twinge I got here. I still have not upgraded this. Believe it or not, I've not upgraded this to Blu-ray yet. I made a purchase yesterday. I don't know if anybody knows about the Outsiders that I can't remember what they call it, the Ultimate Edition. It's like 5 discs. It comes with posters and cards and everything. I seen where it was starting to get really expensive, so I got it and I got it off Amazon. So we'll see.
Well,
I know how
you can
you are
always
with Amazon.
return it. I expect
Yeah.
the worst with them, but I cannot believe I got like. Hold on a second.
So hopefully it's not because if they fuck up my Ultimate Outsiders edition, I'm going to lose.
I mean, I
I'm
would
waiting.
count on it becoming damaged, but I mean, I recently ordered this 40th anniversary Mego Creepshow figure from Amazon because
Very
it was
cool.
so cheap on there. It was only $25 shipped. This is the Nathan Crantham Father's Day figure.
Oh, that is
It
cool as hell. I did not know they had that.
I
I've got
didn't
to
know
go
either. I stumbled across it and I was like, it's only $25 shipped. And I was like, well, if it comes damaged, I'll just return it with every fucking thing else I get from them. And it came in one piece.
Do they still have them?
Not not for that price. All the other ones are like 35 and up, and then they want $7 to ship it.
But
But that's
I'll
also
switch
that's
them.
from last year. That's from the 40th anniversary from last year. So
Right.
that's another reason why it's becoming harder to find for a reasonable price.
Well, you see, I have the one figure. I have the original one, the cloth one that came before the Ultimate, before they put out the Ultimate, the very first Creepshow figure that could put out.
Yeah, I
I
had
have
the
that one,
ultimate.
but I would love to
I
have that Nathan.
Yeah, this is the ultimate right here. I have it out of the box.
Yeah, yeah. I got my there's a lot like that, but that one comes with more shit than mine did.
You know, I wanted to get that figure. I know what you're talking about, the one in the red box,
Yes.
but the look of the new Creep doesn't really like I don't know, it just doesn't do much for me. I don't like I'm just so used to the original look of the Creep that I don't think he looks awful. It just doesn't do a whole lot for me, so that's the reason why I never bought that figure.
Yeah. 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 Mine's
But I probably should have bought that though, because I collect everything else from Creep Show. I should have just bought it.
is. But here's what I got. He's holding the skull. I got him holding the lantern.
Yeah, I just that's the new look of the Creep from the TV series, and he looks good. I just there's sometimes I see him on TV in certain episodes, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like you know.
Yeah, I was expecting the other one I got, but let's see. Uh,
And like he doesn't float anymore, you know, like he's supposed to be like a ghostly apparition,
right.
and he doesn't
Yeah.
float in the new the TV series. He's walking around and everything like he's got flesh on his bones and shit. So it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Not awful, but just weird.
Oh yeah, I was wanting to say I don't know where you are with this, but or if you remember, but remember we planned on next Tuesday night on the 4th of July, going over to your channel for Return of the Living Dead.
Okay,
So
yeah, if as long as
so
you're
next week.
okay with that, you know.
Oh hey, that's cool. Yeah, totally cool, man. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you wanted to, we could rotate back and forth sometimes or whatever if you want. You know what I mean? This is a totally shared 50-50 thing, man. So
Right.
if you want to take it, sometimes or rotate or whatever, that's fine with me too.
Well, let's just see how the first one goes, and we'll go from there. But like one of the reasons why I kind of landed on this date is because on like 4th of July weekend, I either watched Jaws or Return of the Living Dead because both movies kind of take place during that time period in the movies.
Yeah.
And Mayanne recently won a spot on my five or my 1,000 subscribers contest. She ended up winning the 4K for the Return of the Living Dead.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
figured, well, she hasn't watched the movie yet, so it'd probably be a good time for her to watch it. It's something that I've turned into like an annual thing every year, and I don't think you've watched your
Eva
4K
hasn't
copy
seen it.
yet, right?
Nope.
So
Nope.
it's
I haven't. Diva has never seen his either, and I was telling her, I was like, hey, you know that whole thing with the eating the brains, with the whole zombie thing, that comes to Return of the Living Dead. Without Return of the Living Dead, you don't have brain.
right. It's the first real talking zombie movie.
they are indestructible. I mean, you got to put them. I mean, their fucking fingers will come after you.
You know, like one of the things that I think that works with Return of the Living Dead, with them saying like, you know, brains and send more paramedics. It's
Yeah,
very limited. The dialogue for them is very limited. It's only like 2 or 3 scenes where you hear them say a couple words and they're back to just
yeah,
chasing people.
that's
So they
smart.
don't overutilize that. And I think that's why that works so well. Imagine if they
It's smart.
overutilize that, it would get played out so quick.
Yeah. The most it's said I think is by the decayed lady, the half lady that's later, when she's telling them why they eat brains and because it makes the pain go away. I think that's the most dialogue from any of them. But it's still
Yeah,
really limited. They don't get carried away with it. So it keeps it, you know what I mean? It keeps it creepy. They're not
right.
sitting there having
You
a
still,
conversation.
it's like they're respecting the fact that, you know, a zombie is focused on one thing and it's not having a conversation with you. You know?
Right. Right. That's about as most conversation as you get out of it. It's like, you know, just brains. Yeah.
And it is funny too, like, you know, and send more cops. You
Yeah.
hear that shit.
Yeah. Why brains? It makes the pain go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
that, like, Return of the Living Dead, like, that movie used to terrify the shit out of me when I was a kid. And now when I watch it, it's like the most fun horror movie you can sit down and watch.
right. Yeah, it is so much fun. I see it at the theater, and I've told the story before because I went to see it with my mom. I was 12 years old. She tried to take me to Day of the Dead, but you know because it was out that same summer. But they would not let me in because I was under 18. Even with a parent for Day of the Dead, they would not let anyone in under 18. So so we went and seen Return of the Living Dead instead. And finally, 2 or 3 years later, I ended up seeing Day of the Dead.
Yeah, it sounds like back then they must have sat down with the ushers and they're like, look, we're serious about this. You can't be letting people in to see
Yeah,
this movie. Like, we're going to get in trouble.
for some reason the rate because that was pre PG-13 back then. There was just G, PG, R, and X. You know what I mean? There was no unrated. If it was unrated, it was X. So X, R,
Right.
P, and G, and that was it back then. So since they at that time it was X there at the theater, they would even with a parent they would not allow anyone under 18. So
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I got to get a
all
drink.
right, all right. If anyone's everyone's ready, let me know here, and as soon as Sean gets back, we'll hit that play. But yeah, yeah, Austin. But back then they considered unrated X. So you know, since it was that way, they would not let me in. That theater would not let me in to see it. So we ended up going to see Return of the Living Dead instead. And then that whole summer, I used my GI Joe guys. I'd paint them up and looking green and blue, so they looked like zombies, and they were brains all summer. My GI Joe guys were, you know, I was having fun. I was having a good time. Yeah, Pat's wanting that link again, man. When you get back, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because yeah, like I was saying, you only had X, R, PG, and G, and that's it. You know, there was no PG-13, there was no unrated or anything like that back then. Simpler times, simpler, basically. Um, yeah, I'll have him throw that. Yeah, yeah, it was something like that, Russell. Yeah, something like that back in '85. I was 12. I was 12 years old in '85. Man, it sucks because I really want to see that, dude.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, Pat was wondering if you could throw that link up again.
Yeah, I got it.
Return Living Dead 1 and 3. Yeah, two two has its place. The one thing I do like about two is it does have Tom Matthews and James Karen in it again. That
It's
is a
just
good
so
play.
weird to see that there's like dead people from the first movie in the second one.
Yeah, and they got Michael Jackson dancing around and shit, so it does get on the ridiculous side. But
I
if you're
forgot
looking for
about
something,
that.
if you're just looking for something stupid and fun, you just want to kick back and laugh, that's definitely the movie for you.
Dude, I forgot about the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you remember he kicks in, does his dance, and he's like, jumps out of the screen.
Dude, I just like, as soon as you said it, like it popped up in my head and I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, are you shitting me? Takes that silliness to a whole new level. I said, oh, hell. They went there. Yeah, they sure did. But yeah, if everybody is ready, give me that thumbs up, let me know, and we'll get this fucker playing. Kick-ass movie. This is one of my favorite. This is not horror. It can be considered that, but yeah, the thriller. I think they pretty much nailed it on the head.
Yeah, I wonder if this will get a 4K release because it seems like Lionsgate owns this movie.
Mm-hmm. Story about the Meeks family. You got the dad, and then you got Sitton and Adam Meeks. The cinematography is done by Bill Butler, that also did a film called Lipstick. I don't know if you've ever seen Lipstick, but it's got. You see, I got it right here. Oh, and it stars the Hemingway sisters, and it also stars Chris Sarandon. So they released it on Screen Factory not too long ago. I got the old DVD of it still. All right, Lady J is ready. Pat Master says ready. Yes.
Juno's asking if we've seen Rave to the Grave and Necropolis. I started watching Rave to the Grave I might have been like a few years ago, but I fell asleep only because I was so tired, and I didn't really care for what I was watching. Like I'm mostly just a fan of the first 3 Return of the Living Dead movies.
Yeah, I've seen them, but it's not something that really stuck out in the brain.
Yeah, I know I didn't see Necropolis, but I've seen a trailer for it, and I did not like what I saw.
So if you're ready to go, man, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm good to go. It looks like most of the chat is good. I would just take another look at that real quick. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us tonight, and to the ones that usually join us, definitely a big help. It keeps us motivated, that's for sure.
Definitely. It keeps my faith high. In a little bit rougher times right now, it definitely keeps me motivated and keeps me inspired. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's I'm looking forward to something like this every Tuesday now.
Oh yeah.
Cool. It's like if something comes up, it's like I make this a priority. Like something comes up, I'm like, that don't look too important.
I definitely appreciate that, man. I'm glad like I said, you're the first co-host that I've ever had that's ever, how I name everything. I got my Monday night watch along. I've got my Sunday afternoon forgotten film archive. I've got my horror trivia show, and then of course this is for the horror of it. I used to have and Horror for All, the talk show that I did about upcoming films. So I like to make everything a show, and I appreciate the fact that you're calling it that too, man. That's really cool.
I mean, I'm just trying to advertise it the way you're doing it, just the way you would present it, so everyone's reading things kind of the right way if they see what I posted and what you posted. So I'm trying to get a little bit better with adding in the icons, like your channel picture and everything. But yeah, I get a little weird sometimes, like when it comes to like wallpaper, and if it's affecting the actual artwork and it don't look right, I won't do it. It just bothers me. Like if I can't get words in a certain area and it gets into the artwork, I'm like, they don't look right. I can't put that out.
Yeah, I used to make mine too big. I used to cover the whole picture. Now I try to make them a little smaller so that you can actually see the picture in the thumbnail.
Yeah,
And
that's like I try to get the words in where it's appropriate, where you see there's some space instead of just putting it over someone's face.
right, yeah,
But if
yeah,
something don't look right, I'm not gonna do it. It's just my main priority is to have the written information in there. And if I can get those two icons, like my channel picture and yours in there, I'll get it in there. But if it don't look right, I'm probably gonna leave it out.
that works, man. Um, yeah, no, we haven't started yet, man. We're getting ready to start right now. If everybody's ready, if you guys aren't ready, stop me, and I'll slowly do this. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are now starting.
And I mean, as far as like being on time with everything, we're always like somebody's always off by a few seconds. Not the end of the world. I mean,
Yeah,
even
and
like in the beginning, we could be synced up perfectly, and it always stretches out by 12 seconds or something.
well, yeah, like this past Sunday, Pap was a few minutes behind because they kept having some advertisement shit here and there, so things kept jumping in. So I waited, waited for him to finish, so like his reaction too. So if anybody's left behind, I always wait because I want everybody's reaction. I want everybody to be finished. I want everybody to be a unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with you because it can be hard to actually reflect on a certain situation or a scene in a movie when somebody hasn't seen that yet. It's not popping up for
Yeah.
them.
And you don't want to end the stream with somebody that was watching it with you still watching. You know?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that stream we did for Sinister, and I totally like I screwed. Remember, I screwed that up at the end there. I was like, totally. You were like, "What? The movie's over?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm over with here." And you're like, "Dude, I'm still going." I was like, "I don't know what happened, but something happened."
Yeah, but that's why I wonder what that thing was on Prime where it says watch party where you can hit where everybody can go and say I think that's pretty interesting. I've never tried that, but
Now, if I remember correctly, this is basically a psychological thriller about a serial killer.
yeah, yeah, and it flashes back. Yeah, there's a lot of weird reveals and twists and shit going on at the end. This is the first time Matthew McConaughey really proved that he could do something besides show his body off. You know what I mean? Because
Right,
prior to this, he was doing all those rom coms, and he got sick of
right.
that shit. He wanted to actually do something. And this is the first time Bill Paxton gave him his opportunity for the first time to actually do something where he could leave his shirt on.
And then
So,
after this movie, he ended up doing Reign of Fire with Christian Bale.
mm,
That was
yeah,
the following year. That was 2002, because this came out in 2001. And I actually like Reign of Fire. I watched that about maybe 6 months ago. I feel like it holds up for the effects that it has. The dragons look good.
yeah, it came out at a weird time. I didn't give us the whole release of it, and it wasn't promoted that much either. Not really, not like it should have been. Oh,
Yeah,
this is a David Kirshner production.
yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, you see all the wanted signs and shit. This comes from a story written by Brent Hanley, and he also does the screenplay. Powers Booth, man, you remember him? He was Malone Private Eye on the HBO show.
Ginja's here. What's up, Ginja? He's
Hey
like,
man,
I'm late. Can you guess why?
hey
Work.
man, he's a working fool, man. She definitely is, man. Rain of Fire is supposedly getting a sequel.
Wow, that's like a
Austin
long
said,
time. Is it like 20 years later?
yeah, at least. Yeah, well, exactly, because it's 2001. Yeah, this is what made me a Matthew McConaughey fan, man. Because before that, I didn't care about his rom coms, but I seen he could do this, and the films he started doing after this, that motherfucker's a hell of an actor.
Yo, can you guess the first thing he ever did as far as being like shown on TV or in a movie? Can you guess what the first thing he ever did?
seems like I've known this, but I don't know what know right now.
Well, the first thing he ever did, he was in a reenactment on Unsolved Mysteries.
Really? That's
Yeah,
very cool.
there's an episode where like he gets out of a car and starts arguing with some girl, and it's always the narrator talking over it. You can't hear the people. And, like he gets out and he's like arguing with this lady, and he storms off, and that's it.
That would
But
have
that
made
was
some
like
damn good
his
trivia.
yeah, that was like his breakthrough as far as being noticed on TV finally.
Yeah. That would have been great trivia, man.
Well,
Because nobody.
dude, if you want, take that one and use it later. Use it later
Yeah.
on at a later time.
Yeah. I'll wait a while and definitely use that.
And if you want to to be exact about it, just try type in his name in Google and then put in Unsolved Mysteries. You might even find the video that'll pop up for it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I'll
kind of
definitely
funny
do
to
that.
see it though. He's like, he's super young. He's got like long mullet kind of looking hair, and he's just like arguing with this lady, and he like storms off. And that's it.
Oh, speaking of trivia, I have a spot that opened up for my trivia show, guys. So if anyone's interested, message me. I I had someone cancel out, so I have someone waiting that doesn't have an opponent right now. So if anyone's interested in that, think they can pull it off, just want to have some fun, definitely message me and let me know. Even if you've done it, even if you've been in the past 2 shows, I need to fill that spot, or I'll have to cancel it, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think Ginja Ninja will be perfect for it.
Yeah, I definitely have plans on getting him in there. He just works so much, man. It's just hard. But I got him for this coming Monday for Wolf Creek.
Yeah, but when we get done with this stream, I'll try to take a look at some possible people that might want to join in for that.
Man, things are looking good. Yeah, Near Dark's a good one, man. It's very unique. It's different. You know what I mean? That's what catches people. It's just different,
It's not your typical vampire movie.
right? That's what it takes.
Timestamp man is 6:25 where I'm at.
Yep, I'm at 7:25.
You're at 7:25?
Yeah, how that happened, who knows?
That's a whole minute off. Dude, when you
Yeah,
said hit play, I hit play. But
yeah.
something's telling me because you keep kind of occasionally you freeze up a bit, and I think that's affecting time.
Okay. Oh,
That's
I'm still freezing.
nah, nah, you're actually doing good now. It hasn't done it in a minute, but in the beginning there you were.
Damn.
I can go back. Wait, what's your timestamp?
I'm at 8:04 right now.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. It's not a big deal.
Russell says he's at 7:45 when he sent that message. So Russell must be about where I'm at.
I'm at 7:45 right now. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey's talking with Powers Booth. I'm at
Austin says that there's no freezing on his end.
maybe it could be because of the rain here. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm breaking up over here, coming on through your end. But I mean, it looks like I'm good, and you occasionally just you'll get like a quick stop.
Huh. Yeah. Oh. You're talking about his mom. Yeah, it is. You got the same eyes. He's playing games with. And I love this how you have no clue what the fuck is going on at this point.
Yeah, I
And
see Phil's creepy videos is here.
hey,
What's up,
Phil.
Phil?
Hey, Phil. What's going on, man? Phil and I had planned on doing like a monthly, like once a month, getting together and just showing off the shit that we have, just taking like an hour on like a weekend or whatever, and showing off some of our memorabilia. I'm still wanting to do that if Phil's still interested. And one time I had so many damn plans, I just couldn't keep up with them. But things have slowed down a little bit now, and I'm able to squeeze some stuff in. But yeah, I would still love to do that.
But yeah, my timestamp is 9:18. Just giving you an update on that.
I'm at almost 10 minutes. You say you're behind Diva? Where are you at?
I'm at 9:30.
Okay, I'm at 10.
I mean, I'm still aware of what's going on here because they just had that interview in the office, and now it's going back to the town.
Yep, they're this is flashback. This is the actual story.
All right, just moved up a little bit. I'm at 10:05. I'm
Doesn't
with the
like
two kids walking home from school right now.
he can sit on attack. Sit on attack. What? Joy, joy down in my heart. I love films that do this right, man. Where they have the narration going, we're telling story. Ones that do that shit right are so good, man. One that I really like that's kind of got this vibe to it, well, sorta, is the original Butterfly Effect. That's a good film too. The very first one
Yeah, I
with
never
Ashton
got into
Kutcher.
those movies.
You don't like the first Butterfly Effect? Wow, the first one's completely different than the other.
I can't watch anything with Ashton Kutcher in it. Can't do it.
He does a great job in that, man.
Anything he's in, I'm immediately turned off.
That's a good show. Definitely, Phil.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
agree with that. It is very clever, especially for
Yeah,
the
man.
time period it was released.
Yeah. And Paxton wasn't known for his directing, and he does a fucking just a bang up job. He's such a great, kick ass fucking great actor anyway. So for him to be directing and starring, I mean, Clint Eastwood's done it a lot, but you don't see a lot of people doing that.
Damn, I'm like watching that kid making mac and cheese, and now I want some.
They got peas and all kinds of shit, man. He's drinking a Ham's beer. Yuck.
Damn, I'm like super hungry now. This food looks good.
Yeah, I got a couple Mexican pizzas out. I'm gonna throw together when it's over. Yeah, yeah. Austin says I didn't mind Butterfly Effect. Director's Cut is better in my opinion. I like the original Butterfly Effect. I think the first one is just fucking. That's a really smart film too. That first one is. Got Amy
I mean,
Smart. I mean,
I
back
just
when
I've never seen the sequels. I've seen the first one, and it just didn't do anything for me.
really, it's
No.
definitely not a fun watch. It's definitely on the downer side of things. But Meatballs is a funny one, man. Bill Murray. Just go to bed. Little brother harassing big brother. Yeah, just agree with the shit's about to change. Dad's about to, I remember the first time I ever seen this when he comes in here in his bedroom and starts telling him about demons and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
I forgot about that.
He's right in the middle of the night. He wakes him up to tell him this shit. It's like this kid's like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh
Hey,
my
I don't know if you're having a dream right now, but we got these fucking demons, man.
God told me that it's our job to kill him. It's like, what the hell? What are
Yeah.
you doing?
He's like taking them out to the fucking shed, showing them how to use an axe.
Yeah, yeah, man. That was rough.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Eastman has a movie thinking he lost his mind.
It's like an hour later after he put him to bed. All right, everybody up. Go learn how to kill some demons.
Yeah, I mean, what else would you think? I mean, he looks disturbed. The end of the world is coming. It's near. An angel showed me. Wow. It sounds like fucking craziness. Yeah, the kids. I like the kid says, "I'm scared, Dad." No shit. I'm scared too. That is scary. I mean, especially when you're not even awake yet. Seven, oh, seven's brilliant. Seven's so good, man. Fincher, oh yeah, that's David Fincher, right?
I see Austin Wilcott said, I'm sure the Butterfly Effect sequels are better than the Skull sequels.
I
I
I
forgot
didn't know
about those
Skull had a
Skulls
sequel.
movies.
I didn't know there was sequels. I only knew the first one.
I think there's like
Wow.
3 Butterfly Effect movies, and those. God
Yeah,
damn, I forgot about those Skulls movies. They're so bad.
I haven't even tried to watch the Butterfly Effect sequel. I've only seen the first one. To me, that's a standalone. You know what I mean? Make one of those. Everything's cool. It's all right. Let it go.
Yeah,
Something.
sometimes,
Leave it alone.
sometimes you gotta like just leave, a film alone. Just watch the first one and be happy.
Let it stand. I mean, can you imagine making a bunch of seven sequels or something? It's like
I'm
there's
kind
no.
of surprised they didn't ruin that franchise or
I
turn it
mean,
into a ruined franchise.
you know, some things are just fine on their own. Just leave them alone. Let them stand. Like if there's no story there, don't force a story on it.
See, the unfortunate part of that is you're right, but no one sees it that way. They only see dollar signs. They look at it like, whoa, look at the box office numbers. Look at
Right.
the potential here.
Potentially, yeah, but the whole story was told and it ended. You know, that story has been told. It's over. That's the way I felt about the original Halloween. That story was told. When he was gone at the very end, when he fell off there, and he went and looked and he was gone, that story was told. It was over. The
For me,
boogeyman is back
Michael
out into the night.
Myers is dead after Halloween too. That's it. He's fucking dead.
Yeah, but I mean, two's all right. Yeah, I mean, I can accept that. To me, the whole story is told. I agree with John Carpenter. The whole story was told after the first. There was no story left. It was perfectly told. It was complete. That was it. He was just gone. He was just back into the night as the boogeyman again. He was, and it was over. That was all. There's no need to go any further. I've
You know,
always
it,
imagined what it would be like if the first Halloween was the only one that was ever made. How cool
I
that would
kind of
be.
wish it was that way because then we
Yeah.
would have actually had a new Halloween theme movie every year. We would have ran with the horror anthology idea with a new story every year.
Mhm.
But no, let's keep recycling Michael Myers with a shitty mask as the movies
Mhm.
go on. The mask just gets fucking worse, dude.
I completely agree with that, Austin. Halloween 2 is the real Halloween end. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put that. Because,
Yep,
you're getting shot in your fucking eyes and then you get blown up in a fire. Like, nah, dude, you're fucking dead, man.
it's over. Yeah, it's done. There's no. I mean, such a shame what they did to him over the years.
Now, let's say Michael Myers in the original movie did have some kind of a backstory to him, like
Mhm.
something that we could actually like follow.
Yeah,
Then it might make sense to do like a sequel or two. But there's no material there to keep writing movies about a fucking dead ass dude with no emotions.
yeah. To me, it was a perfect ending. He attacked. He fell off. He was gone. Leave it like that. He's gone. Where is he? Nobody knows. Why did he get up and leave? Why is he gone? Because he's the boogeyman. Period. That's the end.
Yeah, some people just couldn't handle that simple fact with that, I guess. I don't know. Like, I am for at the same time, like trying to keep the franchise going and keeping the fans satisfied, but those movies are fucking bad, dude. 4, 5,
Mhm.
6, 7, 8, just fucking trash. And I do
Yeah,
apologize. I know some people love these movies to death, and I do understand that, but it's not for me, man.
man. Yeah. Here he is. Now, see, I love how this movie keeps you going the whole time. It's not letting you know if these angels are telling him shit or not, or if it's just all in his head. They don't tell you. You don't find that shit out till the end. I love that, and I didn't want to know throughout the whole time I seen it. The whole time I remember talking to my girlfriend at the time, like 2001. I was still with my oldest son's mom, and I remember the whole time because this is the way I watch movies. I was like, "What's going on? Is this motherfucker crazy?" That's just the way I watch. And you can tell when I'm excited about a film that I'm trying to figure out and that I'm watching and let it develop because I talk to it.
Right.
That's just a passion, man. It's just I love watching it. I still remember clear when I first seen this because I was so into it. I so wanted to know if he was crazy or not. So, and halfway through, I was deciding, yeah, he's just crazy. It's just, I'm like, yep, he just lost his fucking mind. You can see his oldest son looking at him like, oh my God, dad has fucking lost his shit. Let's go say, that's cool, Russell, man. That's cool. Want everybody to watch how they enjoy it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what it's all about.
sometimes when you're in a watch party and you're watching a movie for the first time, it can be a little hard to like pay attention to a chat, hear the two people talking on the panel, and also follow a storyline.
Yeah,
Not everybody can do that.
because
Like,
I'm
'cause
I'm
like,
I'm not gonna give nothing away. I'm not gonna give nothing away. I'm just gonna.
yeah,
I'm kind of going along talking about where I was at this point.
like for instance, the type of movies I will not do a watch party for is if I have to read subtitles. If I have to
Right.
read subtitles, no, I'm not doing a watch party for that. I'm not going to sit here and keep reading that and then I got to pay attention to this. I can't, it's just not going to work. I mean, there's already times where I'm watching a movie with subtitles and I got to rewind it because the words disappeared off the screen too fast.
Right. Lady J says Halloween 4 was the end. Yeah, I mean, Halloween 4 is not. My big issue with Halloween 4 is that horrible fucking mask. That
Yeah,
mask is just the shits,
he's
man.
rough to look at in that, but me like I'm not a fan of part 4, but I do find part 4 to be watchable. Like I can get through it without
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like what the fuck, like like feel just that feeling of dread. But
That the mask is just so happy.
like
He's like he's happy to
First
be there.
6. I had the first 6 on Blu-ray. I usually just watch the first 3.
Right. That's where it's at. Yeah.
And I
That.
do agree with a lot of people. I feel like Season of the Witch should have been its own thing. It should not be a part of the Halloween franchise.
Yeah.
And
If they wouldn't have put
I'm
that
also
name on it,
gonna, I like, with part 3, growing up, I actually used to hate the movie. I used to hate it a lot. But
I
like
think
as I
it.
got older, I'm starting to like I'm like what is like why is this movie so bad? Let's sit down and watch this. And then I'm watching, I'm trying to find out what's bad about it. It's got a great storyline. Maybe it's not portrayed very well, but it's got a really good storyline.
Yeah. And Tom Atkins is a pen Bennett. You know what I mean? He's like the worst father on the fucking planet, dude. He fucking totally ditches his kids for this new piece of ass. I mean,
It's just a I love when he's talking to his ex-wife on the phone and he's like, I'll be there and I'll pick up the kids. And then he's like, oh, it's just a bunch of doctors talking about boring stuff. Like
yeah.
then he's got
He,
a
he,
six
he
pack of Miller Lite on top of the fucking payphone.
he's planning on because Stacey Nelkin was pretty hot in that, man. I got a picture with her autograph on it. Stacey Nelkin.
She is creepy when she turns into a robot, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She is.
The
She
kids
does
are
a good
having
job.
flashbacks and dreams now.
Yeah. Well, but that right there could be attributed to just shit that he's saying to him. You know what I mean? That right there could do it all by itself. Especially a kid as young as and as as susceptible to whatever information you're putting into his head. He's right at that
Yeah.
age where whatever dad says to him is going to be reality. The other one's just old enough to be thinking, well, I don't know, this don't sound right to me. But the other kid's like, hey, that's dad, man. Dad knows everything. But the other one's just that age where he's getting to where he knows dad don't know everything. It's the difference in the two ages of the kid. See, you can see him right here sitting there going, nah, I don't know. It sounds like craziness. See, look at him. He's going, well, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got that look on his face like, I don't think you're even my dad anymore.
I don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah. You think about going over and telling him, he's standing there looking, you think about telling the sheriff and shit. But don't want to do that because it's his dad. Didn't come home from work. They put themselves to bed and everything. This is totally unusual for him. Think he's destroying a demon? It's all make believe. No, it's not. It's true. See, that's the difference in the age. The kid that age is going to believe anything dad says. He's doing the whole Santa Claus thing. He said it's like Santa Claus, make believe. Yeah, he does not believe it.
Yeah, we're like briefly talking about the Omen 4 here in the chat. I
Mm.
never saw the Omen 4 until I picked up the Scream Factory box set. I put it on, and apparently the Omen 4 was actually a made-for-TV movie. But as I'm watching it, I get this vibe that I'm watching a female problem child movie. It's this little girl like just fucking with all these kids at school, and I'm just like, am I watching a problem child movie right now? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, it's like a bad seed or something. Yeah,
It's like, problem child, but no, we're gonna take the little boy out of it and put a girl in it. But I think the second problem child movie, that's when like the little girl meets up with him. I don't know if you remember those movies, the problem child movies.
the first one I do.
Yeah, I think the second one there's like a little blonde headed girl that's like starting shit.
Yeah,
Basically, he met his match.
yeah. I've only seen the first Problem Child. That's a John Ritter, right?
Yeah, like those movies are still fun to watch. They hold up.
Oh shit, he's actually got a woman here. He's calling a demon. The kid's like, what the fuck? Holy shit! This would be hard to deal with. Now, if you put yourself in the boy's place here, if you put yourself in Fenton's place, you can see exactly why he's thinking his dad is just went become a maniac.
I mean,
You
he's
got
got
this
this
woman here
lady
that
all
he's
tied
hollering
up,
like you
man.
can't imagine. Yeah, I mean, he's saying she's a demon, and you can see why the oldest kid's going, oh man, dude, you're fucking committing a fucking crime. You're a serial killer, dad.
It is kind of funny how like they all went to bed one night and everything's fine, and he wakes up a whole different person, and now he's got his kids and all this demon or killing demons and shit.
Yeah. And the oldest kid is looking at it as, man, we're just murdered. Dad's just a serial killer, man. He just murdering people, and the younger kids completely buying into it.
You know, like the older brother's not saying much, but you know he's got a plan already.
Mm.
Oh right. Forgot Kramer plays like the crazy prison guy. I forget his name in the Problem Child movies. Kramer from Seinfeld. Damn, I haven't
Yeah,
seen those in so long.
Richards. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's Richards. Yeah, and plus, you just talk about Halloween 3 and everything. Tom Atkins is in it, man. I mean, that that all by itself means you got to give it a second try.
But like I think like another reason why Halloween 3 has grown on me is because it does a good job at covering the Halloween theme, you know, like the Halloween season and everything. And there's not really that many good horror films that take place during the Halloween season
Oh
that
hell
are
yeah, it
actually
does.
worth watching again.
Yeah, 31 minutes in, Pat.
I am, yeah, right at 31 minutes.
Yeah, Richards. Yeah, just like Austin Walcott said, Michael Richards, Kramer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stand up. You remember the stand up incident where
Unfortunately, the
he,
city got the best of them.
the whole race thing. Yeah. Uh, and I don't think that's exactly what he was trying to say, but that's how it came out, and it completely ruined it.
Well, once like the heckler really got under his skin, he took off with that.
Yeah, you
But I don't think he's like a white supremacist after seeing that.
right,
I just think he had
right.
a rough night. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
It happens.
That's all it takes. It's just
People
one
get off
time.
track sometimes, man. And you piss somebody off, they start saying shit they don't even know what the fuck they're saying. But I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses for the guy.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things. Just what there's just certain places that you shouldn't go. You know, and that's one of those places.
But at some point, everybody does lose their composure over certain things.
Yeah,
It just happens. But unfortunately, when that shit happens to you, the damage is already done.
yeah. If you're a public figure, especially if you're a public figure, there's certain places your common sense tells you not to go. Don't go there. Or
Yeah,
you will be ruined.
yeah. I
You don't
mean,
go with race.
I think before
You don't
that
go with
show even started that night, I think he was already just not having a good night. Maybe, who knows?
you don't talk about
I mean,
race. You don't
but
talk
like,
about religion. You don't talk about sexist shit. You leave that shit out of your routine. You know what I mean?
right? There's a time and a place for that, and that's usually a one-on-one conversation with those topics. But
Right. You just
it's
don't go to a place.
everybody's got a bad day every now and then, but you still got to watch what you're saying.
That's common
But
sense. Leave that shit out because that shit, anything that could be easily misinterpreted like that, just stay away from it. It's that simple. You know, if
yeah,
if it can easily be misinterpreted, just don't go there.
yeah, it's. I mean, he could have just probably been like, "Fuck you." You know, he probably could have been saying "fuck you" to the heckler instead of calling him an N bomb or whatever.
Right. It's just dumb shit.
But it was obvious that dude was he was so flustered with this guy that he was willing to do or say whatever the fuck he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Do I think he's a white supremacist or a racist person? No, I don't. I just think he had a bad night.
Yeah. and just got pissed and ended up saying stupid shit. You cannot let people goad you into doing dumb shit. You just can't do it. Yeah, he's questioning. He's trying to explain it to him. He's like, look, I know she looked like a person too, but it's a demon. They're demons. I'm gonna kill a person. Fentonyl's killing a demon. I see what you and Gino did the other night. You guys were talking about breakdown. Where's my
Oh my
wife?
God, dude. I love that movie. That
Where's
movie's
my
so
wife?
good. I love when like the one dude that JT Walsh is playing and he's like just totally ignores him. He's like, I was just talking to you like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's like, I've
And
never
he's
seen
like
you before in my life.
and he's like, I've never seen you before in my life. And he walks away. He's like, look at me when I'm fucking talking to you. Where the fuck's my wife? Like that's when you see Kurt Russell really gets like he gets dead serious at that point.
Well, yeah, man, because you're the one that just gave her a ride supposedly to this place. Where the fuck is she? Where's
Yeah,
my
but
wife?
like you see, but like Kurt Russell he turns it on. Like he goes from 0 to 60. Like he's like, hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. Where's my wife? Like just totally like how he's able to turn that on like that is like holy shit.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Really, really, really good with that shit, man. Yeah, he can get intense in like a second.
But yo, the end of that movie is really like some epic shit, dude. When they're on that highway there and the Mack truck is falling off the side and they're all hanging for their lives.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember first time I ever seen that, and I felt what he was feeling there because first of all, because of shit like that, he wouldn't have been giving her a run. Period.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's what happened. And when all of a sudden she's not there, I felt how he was panicking, man. I was going, oh my God, I would be losing.
Yeah, and the whole town is just not interested in helping the guy. But at the same time, it almost seems like the entire town is in on it.
Right. That would be definite panic mode. What the fuck? Where is she? What do you mean you never seen me before, motherfucker? That was fucking 9.5 hours ago.
And then you see him when he's at the bank and he's trying to talk to the banker and he goes into the bathroom and he picks up the plunger and he's like smacking his hand with it to see if it'll do like some kind of damage. He's trying his best to get some kind of weapon on him so he could go save his wife and he can't get anything going.
Right. It really plays with you.
But Kurt Russell is like, when you talk about being on your game for a movie, man, that is
Right.
a really good Kurt Russell movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah. Another one where he's really intense like that is Unlawful Entry with Ray Liotta and Madeline Stowe.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again, actually.
Where Ray Liotta is just great in it, man. Ray Liotta, rest in peace. It's too bad we lost him. But he's a really good actor. He plays a really good nutty cop in that.
Yeah, I would
Oh
like to
yeah,
see that one again.
Funhouse. That's one I've never done yet. I am planning on doing the Funhouse.
Dude, we
I
gotta do that soon, man. It's like, it's summer. It's that
let's
time
do
of
that.
year for carnival horror movies, you know?
Let's do that the Tuesday after this coming one. For we're doing Return of the Living Dead this coming Tuesday. Let's do the Funhouse after that.
Perfect. I'm down with that.
Cool.
I always try to watch the Funhouse at some point through the summer because, it's just summer carnival or horror carnival movies that they work good in the summertime.
And that is such an underrated. Toby Hooper to me is like the most underrated horror director on the planet.
Yeah,
You know,
it's really hard to defend his filmography once he gets to the late 80s and into the 90s, though.
right? But I mean, early on,
But
you
yeah,
got Funhouse, you got Eaten Alive, you got Salem's Lot. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've got a whole rant to go on one of these days over the whole Poor Guys thing. I've got so much to say and so many people to say it about. I'll hold it off till a day when I'm pissed.
but I agree with you, though. Like his early filmography, he just kept pumping out classics. The first time I ever saw Life Force, I was like, I don't even know what I'm watching here. But after like a second or third watch, and you really sit there and study the movie, it's really good.
Oh hell yeah!
And you know that what's that actress's name who has no clothes on throughout the movie?
Um,
Matilda
um,
May, I think her name is. The
yeah,
naked girl throughout Life Force, like she put on an amazing performance. You know, like she's focused on acting and she's got no clothes on the whole movie.
yeah. And I think Steve Railsback is underrated too, man. Steve Railsback is a damn good actor.
Yeah, he's really good in Life Force.
I mean, and you seen the Ed Gein movie? I think he does a great job in that.
Yeah,
You know, he does great in Helter Skelter playing Charles Manson. To me, he
yeah,
does the best job as Charles Manson that's been done yet.
yeah. I got a flea market movie haul video coming on my channel soon, but I ended up finding this serial killer set.
Yeah, I have that. I have that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in the best condition, but it was only I think $2 I paid for this. And it's got the Ted Bundy story, the Amy Fisher story,
Ooh,
Speck and the Elizabeth Smart story, and Helter Skelter, or 6 Degrees of Helter Skelter.
that's pretty good. That's not. I can't remember the dude that does that, but that's a pretty good little documentary.
But I was like, you know what? It's not in the best condition, but it's cheap, and it's like actually the one disc is pretty good. No marks on it.
I don't know, Austin. I have not seen the Life Force 4K yet, so I really couldn't tell you. I know the scan on this steel book here is pretty decent.
Yeah, I just had the
That's
standard
pretty good.
Blu-ray for Life Force.
It's a pretty good scan. They did a 4K scan on this one, I do believe. Yeah, here's the there there's the chick.
Yeah, that's I think her name is Matilda May.
She got an elegant look about her, especially with no clothes on.
But I mean, I don't have the Life Force 4K, but I would imagine it's probably good. Like I can go look on Blu-ray.com real quick and at least get a decent review.
Right.
Like you can't always rely on those Blu-ray.com reviews for like certain releases, but at
Yeah.
least gives you an idea. It gives you like if you see something that's because like they do a rating between 1 and 5. Basically, anything that's at a 3 or lower is not good. Anything
Right.
that's like a 4 or 5 is good, but 3 and lower is mediocre. But I want to look up the Life Force 4K review real quick.
Austin's wondering what the difference is in the Life Force director's cut and the theatrical cut.
Yo, I don't know what happened with that, but I remember when Scream Factory originally released Life Force, it had the director's cut and the theatrical cut. I bought that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then apparently it went out of print. And then they brought it back into print, but without the director's cut.
Ooh,
I don't know what happened there. I guess they lost the rights to the director's cut only.
must have. Yeah.
But apparently, the review on Blu-ray.com for Life Force 4K is a 4.2 out of 5. So it looks
Okay.
good,
Okay.
just basing it off of that.
Is there any Dolby Atmos or anything going on with it? Because I know they're doing Dolby Atmos most of the time now.
Yeah, there's a Dolby Atmos regular track. There's a Dolby True HD 7.1. And that's it for Dolby, though. Just those
Okay.
two. But sometimes I will look on Blu-ray.com before I buy a certain release just to see if there's a review up there. If I see something that's under a 3, I ain't touching it.
Right. I'm gonna watch I'm gonna watch Haunt for the first time tonight. When we're done here, I'm gonna go watch Haunt with my fiance and my son.
Dude,
I'd never
you're
seen
gonna
it.
enjoy that.
I've never seen it. So
You are gonna enjoy that movie. Dude, that movie really surprised me. It's overall it's kind of like a little movie, It doesn't have big production sets, but for what it has, it's just enough, and it's executed fairly well.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I've heard it's good, but somehow I haven't seen it yet. So I hope I enjoy it. I'll add it to my Halloween list.
I
This,
think you're
this
gonna like it, dude.
this coming Halloween, hopefully, if I like it, I'd like to do that. The original Halloween, Tales of Halloween, which is actually a pretty decent anthology. Um, there's a certain thing I'm gonna cover October with that shit. See now,
But
imagine yourself in this teenage kid's head. You're standing there, you're watching your dad. He puts his hand on somebody's head, and he goes, "Ugh." I mean, what the hell would you think? See, you think you think anybody knew about that, did you? But God saw you, and he's there going, "Oh my God!" And then you watch him chop this motherfucker in the head. Yeah, Ninja was saying, Haunt is good. He's good in capital letters. So cool. Gino says Haunt is recommended. Yeah, very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Haunt's got a
Yep,
really good. It's got like a decent little twist to it too. I'm not gonna go any
awesome.
further with giving you info on it, but it's got a nice little twist on it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I've been wanting to watch. I decided I'm going to do that tonight. So I've been planning on doing reviews and shit, little reviews. I've never actually done an actual review. So if I like it well enough, I'll do a review on it. I might start doing little reviews here and there.
But I know there's one scene in Haunt that actually made me jump, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but there's a certain reason why it made me jump. It's not exactly the way it was executed, but there's a certain reason why it made me jump. But
Okay.
good movie though.
Yeah, and if I like it well enough, I'll of course add it to my physical media collection.
Yeah, I think I got the standard Blu-ray from Ronin Flicks. Yeah, it actually came with a clear case with some artwork on the inside. This is it right here.
Cool.
That's just the standard, but I know Juno. I think
Yeah.
Juno got that like special limited edition set that comes with like alternate artwork and like a couple posters, and like a map of the actual haunt
Yeah.
ride and everything.
Yeah. He's talking. He was talking about that. Yeah.
Like I
He said,
was considering on getting it, but I didn't like the price tag on it. It was like a little over $70, and I was like, I like this movie, but I don't like it enough to drop $70 on
right.
it. But that set is definitely worth every dollar, I think. I mean, I've seen a few people on YouTube actually picked up that set.
Yeah, man. This movie is yeah. It's got some. I love the twists in it. I love how it intrigues you all the way through, man. It keeps you wondering,
Yeah, it
and
keeps you
that's
guessing, that's for sure, if you're not familiar with it.
oh yeah. That's why I remember
And
the first time I ever seen it. Movies like this, I always remember that first time, and I remember how much it just kept me going. What is going on? And I love it when a movie does that. You don't get movies that do that very often, and that's
I mean, to me, like I know a movie is really taking effect on me because like I don't smoke cigarettes in my house. I smoke outside. That so if I'm watching a movie and I didn't get up and pause it not one time to go smoke a cigarette, that means the movie's got a grip on me.
right.
Because like usually with every movie I watch, about 45 minutes into it, I hit pause, I go outside, smoke a cigarette, come back in and watch the rest of it. But if I didn't pause it once for a cigarette break, that means I really, this movie's pretty good. It's doing its job.
Yeah. And the cool thing about this one is too is this one, as it intrigues you all the way through, it pays off in the end. It has that, it doesn't keep you guessing all the way and then leave you hanging or leave you disappointed. It definitely finishes. That's the best way I can put it.
And they just don't make movies like this anymore.
No. Hang on, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, that's right, Juno. It does come with a soundtrack. And a lot of editions that come with soundtracks, I'm usually a sucker for that. I love when like a movie set comes with a soundtrack disc. I'd rather have a soundtrack disc over a poster, actually. And the pretty much the reason why I'd rather have a soundtrack disc over a poster is because I don't have any more room for posters.
Let's see. One of my addictions.
Yeah. I never been a Coke person, dude. Like I'm Dr. Pepper all day.
I haven't had Dr. Pepper in a while.
Like
every now and then,
me, like there's like something about Dr. Pepper. When I drink it, I can't stop drinking it. It just tastes so good.
Yeah. Every now and then I like a really nice, really cool Dr. Pepper. I've been praying for you.
Yo, did you see that Severin Films is releasing Nightmares in a Damaged Brain?
Yes, and it also on the it happens on the 30th at midnight. Also, the last horror show, also known as Maniac 2, is
Dude, I was so like I was close to
it's
spending that money on something else, and I saw that advertised yesterday, and I was like, "Hold up, we're not buying nothing right now."
right, because it's been a while since they've had a good release of Nightmares in a Damaged Brain. That's a good one, man. Yes, as a matter of fact, I did see that, and at midnight on the 30th, I will be right there ordering. Also, the
Yeah.
Psychic, really nice edition of the Psychic from Fulci is going to be released too.
Yeah, my main
Those two.
focus is Nightmares in a Damaged Brain because apparently that's getting a 4K with a 4K scan. It's going to be a 4K with 2 Blu-rays, a nice
Soundtrack.
slide box, and I only have it on DVD. I have the limited edition from Code Red.
Mm-hmm. Them and 88 Films. 88 Films released it too, and they're both expensive.
But
both
I
out of
bought
print.
this. I bought this from Diabolic DVD years ago for like $20, I think. The DVD right here.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, that set from Severin just looks like I gotta have that. And this is such a crazy ass fucking movie too, man.
Yeah.
Like
And
it
that's one I don't
obviously,
have.
like Nightmares in a Damaged Brain obviously tries to rip off Halloween, but without the Halloween season. It's it's a guy that escapes from a mental hospital, and he's determined to go find his family to go fucking kill him, I guess.
But he's got so much other shit going on, man. It is crazy. It is totally off the hook.
Yeah,
That's one. That's one. Believe it or not, I don't have a copy of that at all. So I'm looking forward to that one.
yeah. I remember I was at a movie screening, and Diabolic DVD was there in the lobby selling movies, and they had that, and I was like, I gotta buy that right now because if I don't, I know I'm gonna miss out on it. And
Yeah.
the day after I bought that, or pretty much, moving forward into the future after buying that, I've never found another opportunity to buy that for a fair price.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, somebody I can't remember who's releasing it, but Messiah of Evil is also being released.
What movie?
Messiah of Evil.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on the big screen before, actually.
It's getting a beautiful looking release, man. It's a nice red. It's really cool looking. I pre-order on it. I got tomorrow. I should be receiving the White Buffalo, which is a damn good show too. It's coming out on Kino Level.
Yo, Kino is killing it, dude. They got the Monster Squad coming soon.
Yep. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting that White Buffalo. Anyone who's never seen the White Buffalo, check it out.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it yet.
Hey, Films is Region 3. Yeah.
But I'm really excited for that Needful Things 4K because now we're gonna get the full cut of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a full cut either.
It used to be on YouTube. I think somebody uploaded it to YouTube. It's like 3 hours long.
Damn.
But we're finally getting a real copy that we could buy of it now.
There's so much coming out, man. So much on pre-order. There's
I know,
also
dude. I can't
the,
keep up with the sales. There's some things I'm
you
gonna
know,
have to just sacrifice and not pick up.
like the Shiver the Vampires and the Two Orphan Vampire shit like that from Des Franco on
Yeah,
those big nice indicators. I wanted to
yeah,
get those too, but damn, man, you talk $30 each on all this shit. Next thing you know, you're talking a couple $100.
I know, dude. Like I still don't have anything from Indicator.
I have a few things.
But
No,
another thing is all these new releases, the prices of everything is going up. And I'm talking from food to clothing. But the movie prices are going up too. It's like, it's becoming a normal thing to spend $50 on a 4K.
mm-hmm. Wolfman has Nards. Yeah, I used to watch Wolfman. 50. Yeah, I'm exactly 56 minutes in.
I don't know where I'm at. I'm at 55, 55.
So you're about 10 seconds behind me. You know, he's making him do it. He's like, here, it's your turn. He's all, what? Shit, he's running off. He's like, I don't think so. You crazy, man? I'm going to the police. I mean, you can't blame him. You know, I mean, you cannot blame him.
Now, I'm like, as we're sitting here talking about these new releases, you know what I'm gonna do? Anything with these big labels coming out, I'm putting all that shit on the back burner because that's not limited edition stuff. I'm buying all the limited stuff first, and then I'm going for the bigger studio stuff.
Right. That's what I always do.
Because there's so much shit coming out, there's no way I can buy everything and get it all in time without missing out on something. So, stuff from like Scream Factory, that shit's gonna have to wait because I'm going after like all the limited stuff right now.
Yeah. I want to get my hands on those indicators because they just announced two more of those Just Sprinkle indicator, big, nice limited edition. Now, I wanted to get all those, but the cheapest place to get them is through Amazon, and that's scary, man, because they always send them in those little flimsy things, and they come smashed and shit.
Yeah, yeah, I'm done with Amazon. I have one more thing coming from Amazon, and that is the limited edition Arrow video box set for the movie called Fighting Back with Tom Skerritt, which is also known as Death Vengeance.
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah, I
been wanting
remember.
to see that movie for years, and it's never gotten a legit release until now. But that's the last thing I have on order from them, and I'm sure it's going to come damaged.
Hopefully it doesn't.
But like another reason why I ordered from them is because it was cheaper. If I would have ordered
Yeah,
it through Arrow or anywhere else, even on eBay, it would have cost me over $40. Amazon, it was only 26.
yeah. Like I just ordered through Second Sight. I just ordered It Follows because I don't have a really nice version of it. I ordered that limited edition through straight through Second Sight, and it came out fucking outrageously expensive, man. With the shipping and everything from there.
Oh,
Like
guess
like
what
the
happened to
like the
me,
old.
dude? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I just talk about the country to country shipping. I just shipped something to Ninja. I shipped him just a little gift, and the shipping on that was $37, man.
It's definitely more money to ship from America to ship out. If you want to ship to America, it's cheap,
$37.
but we get raped.
I could, yeah, I couldn't believe. I was like, damn. And all it is a couple of fucking Blu-rays in a box, man.
No, dude, I get it, man. I understand. But guess
I was
what,
like, God
man?
damn.
I found a replacement for this online.
Oh,
Somebody was selling a brand new copy of this, and I was like, all right, I'll take a chance on it. It's about $170. It showed up with only one corner dented, so I had to return it.
damn.
Like it's so
I'm
sad. Like I'm actually willing to put out more money for a mint condition copy of this, and I can't get it. Nobody can
I'm
send
I'm
me a copy without damage.
I'm lucky with mine, man. Mine is mint. Mine does not have any flaws on it. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah,
And
I hate my box set. Put it this way, I hate my box set so much I refuse to even watch the disc. I don't even want to touch this thing. I'd rather throw it in a dumpster.
yeah, that's sad too because man, that is one of the greatest releases that there has ever been. You know what I mean? You're not gonna
Yep.
find a better release. I don't care. You're just
When
not gonna
that
find
came
one.
out, dude, that was my most anticipated release I was looking forward to, and it came completely damaged, and I fucking hate it. I don't even want to watch it.
I want that art house, Night of the Living Dead. You know, that really nice fucking box set of it. Um, and the cheapest you can find it around is like $189, and I really want to get that. But damn, man,
Like, I tried
189
to get in
bucks.
touch with the seller about it. I said, if this thing's damaged, don't even bother shipping it. And he didn't get
Right?
back to me. He shipped it and it came with damage, so I just returned it right back to him. But I'm
Yeah, I mean,
willing to pay more money. I'm willing to pay whatever it costs to get a brand new one, and I can't get it. That's sad.
yeah, and that's definitely one that, as collectors, that Second Sight Dawn of the Dead is definitely one that you want as a collector for sure, man. And and,
Put it,
and you don't want it fucked up. You want it perfect.
yeah. I mean, look. Bottom line is, if I'm gonna spend whatever the retail price is, I want it in mint condition. Let me fuck it up,
Right.
not you guys. Let me fucking destroy it.
Yeah, I at least want to receive it and have it be mine before it's fucked up.
Yep. And it's sad that I cannot get one. I'm willing to pay more money, and I just still can't get it. Fuck it. That really pisses me off, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you're right, man. He is putting these kids through hell, and he is scaring the shit out of this older one. Like, and he just had the police come there. He had the town cop come there, and he's telling them, man, you're making me have to kill him. It's your fault. You know what I mean? Because you brought him here, and he just murdered that motherfucker.
These kids definitely got some tolerance because they're still. I'm surprised they haven't ran away.
And see, with him, he's sick that he had to kill him. You know, he was literally sick because he looks at everybody else as a demon. Him, he didn't. Him, he had to kill so that he couldn't stop them.
Damn.
Yeah, those were demons. That was a man. There's
The
no
kid
man.
knows now that it's not really his dad going, following through with this. He is being haunted by something.
Yeah, yeah. You made me commit murder. You're crazy. Yeah, he thinks he's fucking nuts. Damn.
Yeah, he keeps trying to justify the situation with his kids, but his kids are too smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin Willcutt's asking if you and I had the out of print Lord of Illusions Blu-ray. That's one movie I never cared for, so I didn't bother picking it up.
Now that is one out of my 300, almost 300 Scream Factories. That is one I actually do not have. I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure.
never cared for Lord of Illusions, and I actually tried watching that a few months ago, and I turned it off. I was so annoyed with it.
Because all that right there that the camera's pointing at, all that is a Scream Factory shit.
I could see it because
all
Scream Factory's got a bold, colorful look.
Yeah,
Once they stop using that Blu-ray blue color bar at the top,
yeah.
yeah, I could point out where your Scream Factory section is.
Here's Scream Factory. Right below it is Second Sight, and then 101, and then Arrow.
And I bet, yeah, you probably got like a secret door. What, you push like a button and the whole thing opens up and it goes down to a vault downstairs, right?
That would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that shit you see in the movies where like
Yeah.
people are like in like a castle or something and they pull like a candle off the wall and the door opens up and it's like, oh shit, there's this giant fucking dungeon down here.
Yeah, all I gotta do is go up there and move the new maniac set that I got. Just move it and it just turns and I can go in the room. Oh, here. Yeah, I got it right here beside the Chainsaw Massacre and the Martin Division.
Yeah, I think we're almost done with this movie.
That
never
sucks.
mind.
That sucks that you can't get a decent copy of that Dawn of the Dead yet, man.
Like, the first one that I bought was $70. All right, that's a great price for that. I waited nearly 8 or 9 months for it to show up, and it was annihilated. And every time I look at it on the shelf, it fucking annoys me to look at it to a point where I don't even want to pull the disc out and watch them. The only thing I've watched so far was the director's cut. That's the only thing I watched in that set. I'm willing to buy a new one for whatever it costs, and I can't get it.
Damn. Yeah,
Like I'm actually like I'm really close to like I'm like actually willing to drop 300 on it. Nope, can't get it.
I got mine when it first came out. I pre-ordered it through Zombie, and it came it came flawless, and I consider myself very lucky.
Yeah, you lucked out there, man.
Okay, enough director's cut. But yeah, Russell.
Yeah.
This is a damn good show, man.
Yeah, that Nightbreed 4K is a joke.
Russell's never seen this.
I'm definitely not buying that Nightbreed 4K that only comes with the theatrical cut. Fuck you. I ain't buying that shit.
Damn, he put him down in a hole. I'm not a demon, please. He just, oh my God, please, it's me. That's when he let him know. When he let him know that God told him something about him, but he don't want to believe it. God told me something about you, but I don't want to believe it. That's scary coming from him.
I'm kind of surprised the kids haven't ran away though.
Well, the youngest kid is buying into it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, he's willing to like defend his father. That's the youngest one, but
right.
I don't. It's just funny to watch like the older kid how he observes his father and knows what's going on and knows it's not really his father, but he's sticking around. I would have rolled the fuck out.
That's what I was talking about earlier with the difference in the ages. That younger one is young enough to buy in and believe anything Dad says, but that older one is just old enough to realize Dad's not perfect. Dad is flawed, and Dad might just be fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference in the ages. That's brilliant. That's brilliant writing, really, because it fits the ages perfectly. That younger one is going to believe anything Dad says, man. I mean, he's going to go help his brother, but if Dad says those are demons, those are demons. I mean, my son was the same way when he was younger, like that. Now that he's 16, he realized Dad's not perfect. You know what I mean? And he questions something. Like if I went to my 16-year-old and told him that it's time for us to go kill demons, he'd be like, "What the hell?" but 6-7 years ago, he'd have been like, "Really? They are?" You know? Even though he's smart, he's still, because you know what I mean. You go through that different thing where you go to that different age. When you're younger, Dad does no wrong. He's perfect. But you get older, you realize that Dad's just a person too. That's the difference in the ages of the kid. And this film does that perfectly. Yep. Matter of fact, yes, I have. You know, I showed it before. Here, I'll show you again. Yep. I already see that. There it is. Stevie Wayne from the Fall. Looks pretty good, actually. Comes with the Elizabeth Dane piece of wood right there. There you go. Elizabeth Dane piece of wood. And then right there is the gold cross. Yep. Face is pretty good on that.
Yeah, that looks just like her.
And there's that piece of wood, and then there's the cross.
Kind of weird that it comes with the cross, even though the cross is awesome, but it's like, okay,
Yeah.
like that cross is like got nothing to do with you in the movie, but it's still nice.
Cool to have, yeah. Yep. Finally came. Finally, man. Damn. I ordered that motherfucker in like September 2022.
Hey, as long as it didn't come damaged, I'd be happy.
Nope. Nope. Perfect. Absolutely perfect, man.
It seems like I can't get like I always gotta chase something that's damaged.
Yeah, Bus is an hour 10 in. Yep. I got an hour 11. So, yep. We're about right on pace together this time, Pat.
Yeah, we're on the last half hour right now.
Yeah, shit's about to hit the proverbial fan here. Every time I say
Like,
that,
what did you think was gonna happen to the kid? You're only giving him a glass of water a day. Did you really think he was gonna survive?
he's hungry as fuck. Look, he's eating like a motherfucker. He's like,
You
damn,
haven't like what
that's
did
a
you
old
really
school.
thought that one glass of water was gonna be enough for him?
That's those old school TV dinners. Check it out. That's back when the TV dinners was in actual aluminum and you had to fix them in the oven.
Ugh.
I remember those, man. Those TV dinners that come in the actual aluminum. Russell probably knows what I'm saying. Remember those old TV dinners, Russell, that came in the aluminum, actually ones that you actually put in the oven, the old banquet ones, and God, there's another company too. I can't remember, but yeah, they actually came in aluminum. But when the microwaves got big, they uh they had to switch them over because, of course, you can't put metal in a microwave.
Yeah, TV dinners just make me think of like cancer. Ugh. Like just like looking at them and just like even eating them, I feel like I'm getting cancer like immediately.
Oh my God, damn,
I haven't eaten a TV dinner since maybe like 1999, maybe something like that.
really? What? Why do you associate it with cancer? Was it something that came out or something?
It's just so gross. And every time I ever ate a TV dinner, did I ever feel good after eating it? No, I feel like shit. I don't know.
There's a
Just
film that I like here and there.
something like stuff look, if you want to eat that stuff, knock yourself out. I can't eat that shit, man. Like I remember my dad used to buy like those Salisbury steak things because he
Right.
just wasn't a good cook once my parents got divorced. But
Salisbury
like
steak with the gravy
that
and
always
shit.
did the job. But as I got older, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, with all the brown gravy and shit with it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
hey,
Go on,
JT's
JT.
here.
Yep, go on, JT.
What's up, JT? Thank you for the kind words, guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I know
it changed my whole outlook on TV dinners.
sometimes I do go off the deep end. I can kind of be like an asshole sometimes, but I mean well. I do. Trust me.
Now, whenever I see a TV dinner, I'm gonna think about cancer. Oh my God.
Like I don't know. Like every time we're eating one of those, like the mashed potatoes are still all runny, and it's just like the peas look fucking disgusting. I'm not eating that shit. Like I could barely eat like an Elio's pizza nowadays. I don't. I just frozen food and you have to heat it up in the oven. That's just disgusting.
Right. Going for you. Outback. Now this guy, this what yeah, this one ends up he just you can just tell he's just not gonna be quite as easy, you know what I mean? You can tell this fucker's a little rougher.
Yeah, he's asking for it.
You can tell, you know what I mean? When you nail him, you better make it count. Because he's just a little rougher around the edge. He had him beat, man. He was getting ready to club him around the fucking head. The kid fucking saved him. Lately, just his frozen food will kill you. Oh my god, man! I ain't so hungry now.
He didn't expect the kid to jump in.
No, because he had Paxton, man. Paxton's done. That motherfucker was gonna fucking kill him and bury him somewhere. The kid saved his ass.
I wonder how many people probably went out of their way to go buy a double-sided axe to go carve Otis in it as like a homemade horror prop. You know what I mean? I bet you some
Right?
people probably did that,
Yeah, that
which is
would be
pretty
cool.
cool though if you think about it.
Just take one of those wood carving tools.
Yeah,
You
and
could do it
just
for.
yeah, just carve out the Otis name.
No, see, he's over here. Fuck you. You fuck. See, cussing him out, shit. Beat me. Fuck off. The head touching thing, man. That's really interesting. It makes you wonder what the hell's his brain seeing? What is he seeing when he does that shit?
Yeah, Austin's asking, anyone remember the old Clive Barker intro on the original Nightbreed VHS? I'm surprised that never made it on DVD or Blu-ray. See, I never I
Uh,
remember when Nightbreed was originally released in 1990. I didn't see it till it was released on VHS, probably about a year later. I saw it and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Never
I've
wanted to
never been
watch
a
it
huge
ever
fan.
again. And
I've
it wasn't
I've
until
never been a
years
big fan of it.
later, huh?
I've never been a big fan of Nightbreed.
Well, for me, I was never a big fan of Nightbreed either, but once that director's cut came out, it's a whole different movie. You got more creatures in it. There's so much more. There's so much shit that was cut out of this movie, and it obviously affected it very well, like very bad. But now
I
I'm a
didn't
big
see.
fan of Nightbreed. The new director's cut is something to actually watch.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
But I don't remember that, Austin. Whatever that Clive Barker intro you're talking about, I don't remember that.
Yeah. He nailed he turned on him and killed him.
You know, Austin, I keep seeing you mentioning the Cabal cut, but nobody actually owns the Cabal cut. There's no release for the Cabal cut. There's only the
Yeah.
director's cut. There is no Cabal cut. It doesn't exist.
Well, actually, there's one that it's called the Cabal Cut.
Yeah, there
I,
is. It's longer than the director's cut, but all the footage is so degraded that you can't do nothing with it.
right.
Nobody, I'm just like, I don't mean to sound like a dickhead about it, but it's just like nobody actually owns the Cabal cut. Nobody at all. Not even Clive Barker. He doesn't even own it.
Hmm.
But I just remember hearing how degraded the footage was, and they're like, "There's nothing we can do with this. We have to throw it out."
That's fucked up that they call it that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, it is confusing to have the director's cut and the Cabal cut. Like, it's very easy to mix those up, but the Cabal cut does not exist, unfortunately.
But that's like false advertising to even put it on there.
I mean, like, I know in like the features that comes with the limited edition set, which probably comes with the regular director's cut. Like
Yeah.
they talk about the Cabal cut, but they show some footage from it, and it's very bad. It is so bad. It's like it looks like you're watching Nightbreed in a snowy setting. That's how grainy it is. You just
Yeah,
see
it's
nothing
kind of
but
like the
heavy
extra footage
grain.
on X3.
But
You know
apparently that
that extra.
footage is so it was like when they found it in a box, and half of the actual film strip was sticking to the box. Like they were pulling the film off of the box, and it just ripped it all apart. It was so degraded. There's nothing they can do with it, unfortunately.
So it's an even worse condition than like the Exorcist 3 extra footage.
Oh yeah, even worse, dude.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's like watching Nightbreed, but in a snowy setting. That's how heavy the grain is. But I see Jamie Hart's here. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, Jimmy. What's going on, Jamie? Yeah,
Yeah, Austin. That's basically what I mean.
I'll go
Yeah,
ahead
the
and throw
Cabal
it.
cut. It's not remastered at all. That just doesn't exist. But yeah, the original camera negative is so shot. That's why they had to put those inserts in. They tried to salvage as much as they could with Nightbreed, and they did a good job with it. But unfortunately, they cannot get the Cabal cut.
Yeah. Plug this in and make sure I don't lose any. My phone don't go dead there. Let's see. How you doing tonight, Jamie? How's everything going? Oh, hopefully a little bit better for you. Hopefully, well, I know things are a little rough right now, but hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, he's buried his
Yeah,
dad here.
yeah, Jamie, I'm very sorry about that situation. Unfortunately, we're all gonna reach that point at some time. We're all gonna have to deal with that. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, it's just something we're all gonna have to deal with at some point in our lives and ride through it as best as we can and just be there for each other.
I lost my mom about 10 years ago. She had COPD, and so
Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful to still have my parents around, but I mean, I lost my brother back in 2019, so I can relate.
yeah, I lost my oldest brother a couple of years ago, and my I was never close to my dad, but my dad died about a year or so after my mom did. So I don't got much family left at all. Doing to get remain doing okay. Brothers here. Okay.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Hey, if you change your mind about that, Jamie, just let me know. If you need a little escape, if you need a little escape, you're more than welcome. Just let me know on the message. Might make for a good fun little escape for you.
Yeah, I think Powers Booth, I think he died a little bit like shortly right after Sin City. Like I forget when he died, but it was somewhere around there, and I know he was a heavy chain smoker. Let's see when Powers Booth died.
Good.
Such, such a weird name,
That's cool.
Powers Booth.
That's cool. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, he died in 2017, so he actually died almost 15 years after Sin City. Or some, no, like 10 years actually. Yeah, he had pancreatic cancer. I don't know if you realize this or not, but apparently if you're a smoker and you quit, you increase your chances of getting pancreatic cancer. I don't
Yeah.
know if you're aware of that, but if you quit smoking, you increase your chances of getting pancreatic cancer. Ain't that crazy?
Well, it's just like the thing where, somebody that's a really heavy drug addict and they do it for a lot of years. When they
And
quit, they die. That's a
you
fact.
can't, yeah, you can't just do it cold turkey. It's not going to work. Your body's going to be so out of whack. It's the same
Yeah.
thing for an alcoholic. If an alcoholic decides that, all right, I'm not drinking anymore, you're going
Yeah.
to start having organ failure because
Yeah.
your
Because
body is not getting that alcohol now.
it becomes a part of your body. It becomes a part of your DNA, man. It just becomes a part of you. Your body expects it, and it just becomes normal.
See, that's one thing a lot of people don't understand with substance abuse, that you can't just stop on a dime. You have to wean yourself out of it.
Yeah.
And weaning yourself out of it successfully usually doesn't work.
Right. So yeah, it's weird. You're actually, in a way, you're better off keeping doing it. You know what I mean? But your chances of surviving longer are better.
Yeah. See, a lot of people that, like, it's understandable that for people that are not addicts or never been addicted to anything, like they'll probably be like, well, why can't you just stop? Why can't you just stop? Like, it just doesn't work
Yeah.
that way. Your body's so used
Right.
to getting something every day. And when you stop on a dime like that, you take a chance with organ failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally understandable, Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally understand. Just just throwing it out there. If you change your mind, let me know. You know where I am. I'm not hard to find. Thud, his nails, dude.
Bam.
Yeah. Now you're seeing it, Russell. Now you're seeing what he actually seen when he puts his hand on there, Russell. This is pretty cool. This is this twist, and this is the reveals. When I first seen this man, I was like, "Whoa, this motherfucker really is seeing shit." And that little boy, the youngest one, that's actually the little boy. Not That's not Fenton. That's Adam.
Dude, the flashback scenes look so cool because it looks like it's got like that heat effect on it where like everything's all foggy and wavy looking.
Right, right. Yeah, all around the corner. Yeah. So it's like this when it reveals that he's not Fenton. He's not the one that was going against his dad. He's the little boy. He's the one that was with his dad.
Dude, what a
And
good twist, dude.
Fenton, yeah, Fenton actually became a fucking killer. His older brother, he went nuts, man. The whole thing drove him crazy, and he became a sociopath after he killed his dad. That's cool. Another time. Like I said, you know where I am. You know where I am. I'll talk to you next week or something.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. I remember when my brother passed away, I couldn't do shit for like 2 weeks. And I
Yeah,
tried, and the reason why I tried is because it was gonna like in a way like help me just keep my head off of the grief.
yeah.
But I couldn't focus on anything for like 2 weeks straight. I just couldn't.
It's hard, man. It's hard, man, because like
It's like no matter what you try to do, that's that early on from like a death of somebody that close, it's just the grief is gonna overpower it because it's just so fresh.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because it's life altering. You know what I mean? Um, life as you know it is no longer that way anymore. You know what I mean? And it's just
Right.
it,
Your
it
body's like experiencing an overload of experiencing new things, and that's without somebody that you've been around your whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. So he put his hand on old Powers, but he found out the old Powers. That's fucked up. Powers had that picture. You know, he's FBI agent. He had that picture of him and his mom. They're all close together, all sweet. You find out he fucking killed his mom. So that's why he came to him, because he's a demon too. Old Powers is a demon too. He murdered his mom. This motherfucker talked all great about his mom. He's supposed to be this FBI agent. He's a fucking maniac. There it is. There's the Otis Act. God will protect me. Chop! There we go. There goes Power. No more Powers. Yeah, that is a great twist. Really, really, really good. Now they're looking for him because he never came back. They're gonna check out the footage and shit, find out who this person was that was there. Looked right at him. It was like, yeah, he looked right at him. He says it's a blur. He can't describe what Matthew McConaughey Adam looks like. Now they're putting in the security tape.
I was just looking at the America's Most Wanted list on the wall, and I saw Whitey Bulger on there.
Yeah. See, it puts it right over his face where you cannot see him. They have no idea what he looks like. Sounds fake. Fenton Meeks. No, they're going after Fenton.
Yeah, you could tell this movie's old. They're still using VCRs.
Yeah, surveillance tape. Yep. Yeah, there's a board. This is where Fenton lived, and they got the board up here of all the different shit.
What a weird name, Fenton.
He was the God's hand killer or whatever. I think I'm doing a stream on my channel to talk about the situation. If I get through this, tell my story. Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Hey, that's cool, Jamie. Just take whatever time you need, and there's people here for you.
Sheriff, this is great. And look who's coming out. Look who's the sheriff. This is the guy he looked right at, and he has no idea that he looked at him.
Russell's like, I laughed when the perv got killed.
Yeah, that was, yeah. That's definitely laughable. Yeah. Yeah, he just kind of let him know that his brother was the God's hand killer. Or yeah, that's cool. He shakes the guy's hand, and he knows he's a good man just by shaking his hand. Won't be coming for you. You're a good man. You're not a demon. That'd be a hell of a power to have, man. 'Cause once his dad died, that power went to him. Now he can spot a demon, whether you're a good person, bad person, or whatever.
Yeah, like looking at Matthew McConaughey in this movie and looking at him today, he's like so much thinner today than he was back then.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that he's really skinny. First time I noticed that was in that True oh God, what is that? What's that
True
called?
Detective?
True Detective. Yeah, that's when I noticed how thin he got.
Dude, that season, like if somebody were to ask me like what is your favorite single season from a TV show, it's that. Season 1 of True Detective.
That is
That is
good.
so fucking good.
Him and Woody Harrelson. Yeah,
Yeah.
my husband to watch a lot of horror movies with me. Most of them he totally forget. Not Bill. He loved this one. That's good. Yeah. Frailty's one that sticks out. It definitely is. Definitely is. Damn good film. Yes. There it was. I
Well,
got credit.
I'm glad they never ruined this with a sequel.
Right. It's a standalone. Damn good standalone. So I take it you liked it, man. Russell, did you enjoy it?
It looks like the first timers had a great time with it.
Awesome. Very cool. Now mine's got deleted scenes here.
Good call on coming through with this because I had this sitting in my collection, but it's like so buried away with like other movies that I just don't watch all the time. And
It's one I've been thinking
yeah, I
about
was
for a long
definitely due
time.
to watch this again.
I've been thinking about it for a long time. So but yeah, I got what I got coming up is the whole trivia thing. I don't know if it's going to go on tomorrow or not. I hope so. I need to find that second person. I have somebody waiting for an opponent, but as you all know now, I had a cancellation and I haven't been able to fill that spot yet. If I'm able to, then we'll go with it. But I will let everybody know by the afternoon tomorrow if I'm able to or not. If anybody's interested, let me know. Just message me. Um,
Well, here's
but
an option for you. If you really want to go follow through with it, I'll do it. I'll fill in the spot. If you really, if you really want to follow through with it and you want to get it done, I'll fill the spot if you want me to.
do you,
But
do you, do you do you want to take a shot at it? I mean, that's up to
I
you.
don't
I mean,
I'm willing to do it just to help it keep going, you know what I mean? But if you want after this stream, maybe try to find somebody else if you want, and if you want, just use me as a backup option for last minute.
okay, okay,
That's up to you if
that's
you
cool,
want to do
man.
that.
That's cool. I totally appreciate it. I was wanting you to get a second shot anyway, man, because I don't feel like I feel like you're due for redemption. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
but
I
I
don't
mean,
feel you was able to show what you got. You know what I mean?
that's probably is true, but like I totally understand that like my second shot was probably going to come a little bit later before
Yeah.
getting some other people in. So I totally
Right.
understood that, but it might be wise just to continue to look for somebody until tomorrow and just use me as a last minute option. So
Okay.
if you don't come through with somebody, just
Okay.
just use me as for the spot. And
Okay.
if something changes last minute and you just get, hey Sean, I found somebody, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, I totally appreciate you volunteering, man, because I wasn't expecting to have this problem this week. There's two or three people that I definitely had in mind that definitely wanted to, but they're either working or something's going on and they can't be until next week. So it's kind of that situation's happened. But I'm still looking, and if I can't, I will definitely let you know. So
Yeah, just use me as a
at this
backup
point, it
option.
looks like we're going. Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So that's 8 o'clock
Um,
tomorrow though, right? 8 o'clock
yes.
Eastern Standard Time. I
Yep.
just want to make sure I got the time right. So like put it this way, I will know to be there. And
Mhm.
once I get there, and if you don't have anybody, that means I'm going to take the spot. If you have somebody, great.
Cool. All right. Awesome. And Sunday, of course, my Sunday afternoon movie, my film archive is going to be Who Can Kill a Child. Very good creepy kid movie from like '76. And then Monday night, of course, I say again, I will be with Ninja at 11 p.m. next Monday. We'll be doing Wolf Creek. And
Is that
then,
July 3rd? That's July.
yes,
Wait, no. Is that July
that
3rd?
yes.
Okay.
And then a week from tonight, we'll be switching for the horror of it, and it'll be episode 14. And we'll be on Sean's channel, and we'll be doing 1985's classic Return of the Living Dead.
No, that'll be the following day.
Yes, Tuesday, a week from
Yeah.
today.
You'll be doing Wolf Creek on Monday, and the next day is Return of the Living Dead.
Yep, and we'll be doing it over on your channel. So, what all do you got going on this week? Anything particular? Or?
Nothing really. I'm just going to try to get a flea market movie haul video out probably tomorrow. And I just had that watch party set up for July 4th. And then I got to figure out planning some other ones throughout the summer.
Cool.
So I think I might end up doing Squirm after Return of the Living Dead, the 1976 film, because Russell actually requested that.
That's
And
a good
after
one.
that, I'm probably going to do a community poll for the next one after that.
Cool. Yeah. I got Swarm on Screen Factory. That's actually a pretty good one. Yes, always a great time with you guys, man. You just watch Who Can Kill a Child, Russell? Why didn't that surprise me? I bet the human pinata really tickled you. Huh?
Can you believe that's another movie that I could not get without damage? That's why I
Man,
don't own it right now. 3 copies and I gave up.
bam.
But I'm going to get it on eBay.
Yeah, that's why I ended up getting mine. I ended up getting it for like $18 on eBay, but it's been 3 or 4 years ago, so I don't know. Because
No, I
this is the
saw
Mondo
there is one on
Macabre.
eBay for like $16 right now.
Cool. Yeah, grab that motherfucker. Grab
Yeah, I got to
it.
get that.
Is it the Mondo Macabre like this?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same as that one.
Nice copy. It's a 4K transfer, and it has a Spanish version and the American version. It's got a documentary about the film. It's got interviews with people. It's got different commentaries. It's got Kim Newman on Killer Kid movies, the original trailer, alternate U.S. audio dub. So I mean, it's got a lot of shit on it, man.
Cool.
So yeah, definitely grab that. I would definitely recommend that. That's one of the best Killer Kid movies in my opinion.
But I have seen the movie though. I've seen the
Yeah,
movie once. It is there's some pretty messed up situations in that movie, but it's definitely worth watching, that's for sure.
it's definitely explicit. The human pinata is really interesting. That's what I said. I bet Russell really enjoyed that one. I bet he got quite a laugh out of the human pinata. He's just kind of that way. He reminds me of my brother with that. My brother's got the same kind of sense of humor. So, um, but yeah. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time right here for the horror trivia show. And other than that, is there anything else that you want to say or want to?
Nah, just appreciate everybody for hanging out with us, and glad that we got some first timers here to finally sit down and watch Frailty. But yeah, I'm very glad that you picked this, and yeah, another good week here. So
Awesome. But thanks a lot for joining me again, man. Great co-host. Very appreciated. All you guys in the chat are always very appreciated, of course. I will see you tomorrow night, and I will see you tomorrow night, Sean. Either way,
yeah,
everybody have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Much love to you. That is Sean Blue Digital. I am GoreAphobe, and you guys are not. Have a great night.
take care, everyone.